it's Laura from Lightning Cosplay, and today I'm going to show you how we made the Cleric Armor from the upcoming game Elex. We made the whole costume in only 4 weeks and we are super proud how it turned out. This cosplay combined sewing, 3D printing, foam work, electronics, painting and a lot of weathering. I decided to show you the whole process in only one video, and the video turned out quite long. So lean back and enjoy! This is the awesome high cleric armor you can get when you choose the clerics as your faction. In Elex are 3 factions. The clerics live in the Firelands of Malagan and follow the god Kalan. They see the consumption of Elex in any form as a sin, so they use Elex to power their machines. First I started with a bodysuit, and with the pattern from my calls this was super easy. I copied the pattern onto paper, cut them out, and of course got a lot of help from my little cat helper. I used a thick spandex fabric which looks similar to neoprene. Then traced the pattern and again cut it out. Next I pinned everything in place and sewed the whole bodysuit together. Now the color. I made the pattern with plastic wrap and tape. Very easy and simple. I decided to use soft fake leather and then pinned and sewed all parts together. I also added some wadding to make it look thicker, and it also gives the whole thing more stiffness. And again, my little cat helper was helping me. Looked pretty nice so far. To sew the collar onto the bodysuit, I used my overlock to get nice and clean seams. Then just the zipper on the back was missing. The bodysuit was done, so now the skirt. I just made this pattern, pinned it onto the fabric and cut it out. Then I just had to sew everything together. Same process for the panel on the front. After I sewed it together, I added a foam strap on the inside to get a thicker edge. Now I turned this boring skirt into a badass battle-worn one. This is the best tool ever, the shredder. Thanks to Dimitri from Nuclear Snail Studios for this tip. Rough sandpaper also worked out great. Spray paint to make it look dirty. And airbrush for the fine details. Adding some white acrylic paint for a dust effect. And the skirt was done. And here's a before and after picture. What a difference! The fabric part was the easiest part of this costume. Now comes the armor, which was 3D modeled, again with the help of our cats. And then printed with our Zortrex M200. Luckily we have 2 of these awesome printers. The printing time of all parts was about 620 hours. These are only a few of them. As you can imagine, to glue all parts together, sand them, prime them, and sand them again took us ages. But it is always worth it, and having an armor with a super smooth surface is so satisfying. Well, after all parts were sanded, I had to add these scratches to most of them. This felt so wrong. We did not print the entire cosplay. We also made some parts out of foam. For that, it is nice to know how to work with Adobe Illustrator and have a laser cutter. Especially the opportunity to engrave structures like these ones is great. It is all about the details. For me, the best way to seal foam is Plasti-Dip. And then it was finally time to paint all armor parts. I used different types of metallic spray paint. The gold one was my favorite. Look at this gold, it is so shiny! I also did a lot of masking. All parts were painted, but they looked too clean. So again, time for weathering and make them look awesome! I like to make most of the armor weathering with my airbrush. The costume has so many details. These are the gloves with some nice little armor plates. And we were not done yet. The blaster was still missing. It was also 3D modeled and printed. The total printing time was 140 hours. Then again it was time for sanding, assembling, more sanding. Sanding 3D printed stuff is always a lot of work, but you get such a smooth and perfect prop, it is really worth it. And again, spray painting, masking and more spray paint, and of course, weathering. I had only a few hours for the paint job because Gamescom was at the same day. Then the laser blaster was done. Looks super awesome. Pew pew! Ralph worked for days on all the electronics and I forgot to film it. We were so stressed at this time, but we are working on an LED book, so a lot of tutorials are coming soon. This was the first time we tested the boots, which were the most complicated part of the costume. And of course we also added the party mode to the Cleric Armor. Then finally everything was done and we were ready for Gamescom. Congratulations! You made it until the end of the video. I think this is the longest making of video I ever made. This was a giant project and really challenging for us, but this is also the reason why I love my job so much. Gamescom was a blast, even if Ralph could only walk in slow motion and was sweating, the whole day. Here I have another video which shows the full costume and you can see all the LEDs Ralph put into this costume. The photo shoot for our Elex cosplays is very soon and we are super excited to finally take some awesome pictures. So I think the next time I'll have the behind the scenes video of the photo shoot for you. So if you don't want to miss it, just click the subscribe button. And if you want, you can also support us on Patreon. So then, see you next time. Bye bye!